Hello students, in this video we will start the new chapter that is called wind, storm and cyclone. In this chapter we will study how the wind is formed, what are the basic things by which the storm is also constructed, and how that storm is converted into the cyclone. All these can be learned in this chapter. First of all, we will go through the introduction of this chapter. Introduction. Odisha was hit by a cyclone with a wind speed of 200 km per hour on 18th October 1999. The cyclone smashed 45,000 houses, making 7 lakh people homeless. On 29th October the same year, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hit Odisha again. It was accompanied by water waves about 9 meters high. Thousands of people lost their lives. Property worth crore of rupees was destroyed. The cyclone affected agriculture, transport, communication and electricity supply. So from that description in the paragraph, you can understand that how the cyclone is destructive in its nature. That means whenever a cyclone is occurred in any area, especially the cyclone is occurred into the coastal areas, so it can destruct so many things, which is include the agriculture, transport, communication and most of above the human life. In this picture, that image is taken by a satellite. It is called the cyclone, how the cyclone is look like. So in this picture you can see that this is which is encircled, that is known to be the picture, satellite picture of a cyclone. That means it is in a circular shape. It is always formed as a circular shape. Its satellite pictures look like that is a white circle is there, or in a circular shape is there. Now the question is arises, what are cyclones? How are they formed? Why are they so destructive? All questions has been answered in this chapter. Now first of all, we begin with some activities involving air. These activities will clarify some basic feature concerning a cyclone. Before we begin, we remember that the moving air is called the wind. So what is a wind? Wind is nothing but moving air is called the wind. That is the definition of wind. Now we will go one by one the basic features related to the wind, and before we already understand that the moving air is called the wind, so we first understand some basic feature of the air. The very first feature is air exerts pressure. We already discussed in previous chapter also in a force and pressure, where we know that there is a atmospheric pressure exists. What is an atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure is nothing but the air which exerts the pressure on us. That is known to be the atmospheric pressure. So we need to understand how air is exerts pressure on us. For that purpose, we will see in a activity. What we do in that activity, we take a tin can with a lid. I'll show to you in the picture also. This type of can we will take. That is the tin can we will take in it. Fill it approximately half with the water. Heat the can on a candle flame till the water boils. Let the water boils for a few minutes. Now what we are doing? We blow out the candle. Immediately put the lid tightly on the can. What we are doing is we have taken a can, fill it with the half of the water. Then after that we are putting on a tripod. After that we are boiling the water in it. As soon as the water is boiled, then we had to attach that lid on it. That is the lid, and that is the can, and that is the candle. Immediately put the lid tightly on the can. We had to be very careful when we handling the hot can. Now what we are doing? We put the can carefully in a shallow metallic vessel or a wash basin and pour fresh water over the can. What happened to the shape of the can? You can see from the picture, after tightly attach the lid on the can, what we are doing is we take that can into a wash basin or a vessel, and after that what we are doing is we are pouring some fresh water on it. So you can see when we pour some fresh water on it, then the shape of the cane has got changed, or you can say that it is distorted, or in another word, it is the uneven shape is created. That you can see in the second picture that it has got some distorted image of that can. So what is the reason why this cane changed its shape? For finding out that answer, we just recall, before we finding out that answer, we just recall some our experiences. What are they? When we fly a kite, does the wind coming from your back help? So answer is yes. When the wind is coming from our back, then it is very easy for us that we can easily fly the kite. If we are in a boat, is it easier to row it if there is a wind coming from the behind? The answer is yes. If the wind is coming from the behind, then it helps us to row the boat very easily. Do you find it difficult to ride a bicycle against the direction of the wind? Yes, when the wind is coming in front of the bicycle, then it is very difficult for us that we move against that wind. That means in that condition we had to apply more effort, and if the wind is coming back from the behind and we are moving on a bicycle, then it is very easy for us that when we can ride the bicycle very easily. So when we are doing some effort in front against the wind, when the wind is coming in front of us, and if the wind is coming behind for us, then it is easier for us to do a little effort on it. Apart from that, we have also seen that when we fill air into the bicycle tube to keep it tight, and sometimes it also happen when we overfill the air into the bicycle tube, then it also got burst. So what is the air doing inside the tube? The air is exert some pressure on the cycle tube, and due to that air bursts the cycle tube. So from all these examples, we can conclude that the air exerts pressure on us. Now we find out the answer why the can gets distorted. As water is poured over the can, some steam in the can condenses into water, which reduce the amount of air inside. The pressure of air inside the can decreases. Then the pressure exerted by the air from outside the can. As a result, the can gets compressed. The can get compressed. What happened? Inside the can, air is condenses and it create a low pressure inside the air, whereas outside the can, which I am mentioning by the several arrows, here is low pressure area, and outside the can there is a high pressure area, and because of that this air is applied so much pressure on that can, and due to that we have got this distorted image of that can. Now we will see the next topic or the next feature of the air. What it stated? It stated that high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. For that we are going to see an activity 8.2. What we are doing in that activity: crumple a small piece of paper into a ball of size smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. What we required in this activity: we required an empty bottle and we required a piece of paper which we crumpled it. Now what we are doing in that: hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. What we are doing is we are taking that bottle, and after that we are placed a crumpled piece of paper which I showed to you. This is the crumpled paper which is kept inside the bottle just near the mouth of this bottle. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Now what we are doing: we try to blow on the ball to force it into the bottle. Now what we are trying to do: we try to blow and insert that paper ball inside the bottle. What we trying to do in this: we blow the air and we try to insert that paper ball into that bottle. Can we do that? So answer is, it is very difficult for us that we can insert that paper ball into that bottle by blowing it. The paper ball, by blowing into the bottle, it is difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle. So what is the reason? That we will find out later. Now again we will perform another activity, and what we are doing in that activity: we had to require the approximately equal size of balloons. We require a stick, and we also require a little bit of water. So what we are doing in that activity: we take the two balloons of approximately equal size, put a little water into it, like it's shown into the figure. These are the two balloons and they are in a equal size. And after taking them, we blow up both the balloons and tie each one to a string as shown into the figure. Hang the balloons 8 to 10 centimeter apart on a cycle spoke or a stick. Blow in the space between that means that is the space where we had to blow the balloons. Now what we see? We can see that both balloons are start attracting to each other. That means when we blow in the space, then both the balloons start attracting to each other. Why they start to attract each other? That we will also find out to later. Now there is another activity which is related to the similar feature which quoted earlier, that high speed winds are accompanied by the reduced air pressure. What we are doing in that activity? We require a 20 centimeter long and 3 centimeter wide paper strip. It can shown here, that is the paper strip. Now what we are doing is, according to the picture, we hold in between our thumb and the forefinger as shown in figure 8.5. That in that way, this is the holding of this paper strip. Now what we are doing is, we just try to blow it. What we are doing is, we are blowing over a strip of paper. So what happened when we blow over the paper strip? The paper strip got lifted. What happened? The paper strip got lifted. So why this paper strip is got lifted? To answer all these questions, we need to be understand. We perform first activity, that is mentioned as a 8.2. After that 8.3 and 8.4. What are the reasons why all this happens? One by one we will explain what we were doing into the first activity. Now let us try to understand. In the very first activity, which is a bottle and crumple paper activity, when we blow into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth has higher speed. This decreases the pressure there. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than near the mouth. The air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. It means that when we go back to that slide, then inside, when we blow the air, then inside the bottle the pressure is high, and near that bottle, that means in between the mouth and near the mouth of the net, there is a low pressure area. That's why that crumple paper does not move into the bottle. That is the reason. Means inside the bottle air pressure is high, and outside the bottle the air pressure is low. That's why the ball does not move each other. Now in the second activity, why the balloons are attracted to each other? This could happen if the pressure of air between the balloons were somehow reduced. The pressure outside the balloon would then push them towards each other. If we move on to that slide, then here are the balloon. When we blew the air in between the space of these balloons, then what happened? Between them it is creating a low pressure area, and outside that balloon it is a high pressure area. That means the air pressure outside it is high, and in between them it is low. So that's why they are pushed, and it seems that they are attract each other. Now, what is the reason why the paper strips got lifted? In that case, when we blew over the paper strip, it went upward. This could happen because blowing over the paper, it reduced the air pressure above the strip. Here you can see, when we blow the air above over the paper strip, then and that area, a low pressure area is created, and beneath that it is created a high pressure area. Because of that, it got lifted that paper. So you can understand from all these activities that high speed winds are accompanied by the reduced air pressure. So in this video, we have learned that what is wind? Moving air is called the wind. Second, air exerts pressure. And third feature is high speed winds are accompanied by the reduced air pressure. Remaining feature we will understand into the next video. Thank you very much.